What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
I tried to go Louis Armstrong, and I learned a valuable lesson. What did I learn on today's episode?
That you never go full Louis.
There's only one Louis Armstrong.
No, but if you were one of those bridge trolls, I think it would work.
Thank you, Andy.
That's the voice of a bridge troll.
Yeah, that's definitely scaring away three billy goats.
Ski-ba-ba-dooby, give me a toll.
It's exactly right. Welcome into the Spitballers Podcast. This is episode number 55. Oh, those seemed a little spicy, a little loud. If you don't know what that's from the Footballers Podcast.
Yes.
But this is episode 55.
And why? Why not?
Sammy Hagar, that's why. Situation Room, Would You Rather, an incredible, intriguing mock draft today on the show.
Very much so.
We are also going to, we'll talk briefly about we've got the airplane woes that we've recently dealt with. Sometimes we want to share a little bit of our lives. Mike and I were stranded out of state for a couple of days. Many Uber drivers, all sorts of different Uber drivers.
I thought for a moment you were forgetting where we got stranded. It was very bizarre.
I don't remember much from that trip, other than knowing that airplanes, or should I say airlines,
yes,
have incredible control over your life.
Yes, they do.
Because if they don't want you to go anywhere, you don't get to go.
They already got your money, and a lot of it.
Yeah. And to everybody out there who said, just don't fly that airline, the thing is you don't book your airline 30 seconds before the day, right?
That would be a lot better.
You book it a long time in advance. Now, what they need to do is open this thing up and force all these airlines to be refundable at all times. It's not like they don't overbook your flight all the time anyway, right?
Yeah, they do. They
so just
do.
let people willy-nilly go between airlines. Let them compete on service.
Jason's just nodding
real
along.
quick.
He has no idea. I agree.
He's like, whatever, I was home.
I'm going to say one quick question. I'll even ask Al Borland this one because I want to know the answer. If you could do just one small thing to improve air travel in America, it would be what?
Oh, wow.
This is my own little. I'm going
to
throw it in there. Just one thing. What's the worst part to you? That would be the thing you'd fix, right? That's how you invent something.
Okay.
Find a problem, fix it.
Mine would be 2 seats per every row, not just first class.
Ooh.
Like my issue, look, the customer service, it's terrible. The money, it's terrible. But I would rather just be able, I'm a wide man, right? And I'm a thick wide man. I'm not
very sturdy.
I don't spill over. I just burst over the seat. And
you break the rests
yes,
because of muscles.
Exactly, Andy. And the thing is I always feel so bad for whoever's next to
me.
You
do. You're a very self-conscious flyer between your
between that and my snoring.
Yeah, if you can fall asleep impressively fast. I'm so jealous of you.
I can do it right now.
So jealous. I have a hard time sleeping.
Shout out. I mean, I had shared this.
Shout out to snoring.
No. This is a hot tip. If you are a flyer and you're a larger fella, like our good friend Jason, and you're sitting on the aisle, those armrests generally do go up.
Oh,
Ooh.
And that is a glorious day.
You don't realize it because they lock.
But don't they contain you from being hit by the cart and stuff like that?
Well, sure, but trust me, I would rather get hit by the cart once every 30 minutes than squeeze
but if you just
into that seat.
Reach under the armrest and run your hand to the back, eventually you'll probably find some kind of latch or clasp. And you can lift the armrest up.
Do you know? So here's the thing.
I did not know that.
So I snore on
life.
When I
you
sleep.
Snore on sleep.
I snore on sleep. So
I snored on the plane.
I can do it in a train. I can snore anywhere. But the thing is I pretty much can't fly without sleeping.
You suck for that, by the way.
The plane, you're just jealous.
So jealous.
So the plane, the movement, the sound, everything, it just puts me to sleep. It makes me sleep.
It makes me have anxiety attacks. So we're in very different places.
So this last,
I can't sleep during anxiety attacks very well.
The last plane flight I was on, The woman next to me, I'm sitting in the seat, and the whole time I'm just like, please have headphones. Please have headphones. Please. And then when she took out her little headphones, I was like, yes. I don't have to snore right next to you. You won't know it.
See, it's funny because I'm very tall, and I think I'd keep the rows 3 if you could give me like double the leg room and let my seat go like flat. I might be able to let, right?
Yeah, the dream when you see those, the ridiculous overseas first class where it's a bed.
I also thought in my head on the way to the airport, how neat it would have been if the Uber driver could just drive you right out on the tarmac and you could walk right onto the plane. That would be
very
cool.
Interesting
and dangerous. sounds like you're skirting some rules there.
Borland, Mike, do you have any thoughts? What would you fix about air travel?
I mean, it's the leg room.
Okay.
Yeah, the leg room, and also
so we're all okay with bad customer service.
Yeah,
if it's comfy.
Also, length of flight. Is there any way that we can shorten?
Yes. Rocket engines. Would you like a really short flight that is horribly violent if you knew you were going to be safe? So your experience to go to New York City, here it's a 5-hour flight.
It's like incredibly
turbulent.
Let's
say it's 60 seconds, and it feels like you're basically blasting off into outer space, but you're there. It's over, you're done, and you know you'll be safe.
60 seconds, and I incur the G-forces of a...
Yeah, there's no bottle service on this flight.
Hey, rip that Band-Aid off.
60 seconds?
Oh,
60 seconds to New York City.
Squeeze my face to the back of that headrest.
Because you're not going to crash.
New York.
I don't know if I could do it.
You'll take the 5 hours.
I think I would take the 5
Borland,
hours.
any thoughts? I'm giving you such time.
I would definitely take the 60 seconds on that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You don't like long flights at all.
No, I don't.
Also, Al Borland, thank you so much for the microphone that you have to push the button to talk. You then cleared your throat on the microphone. So you held the button.
Well, he didn't know he was going to have to. Oh, wait, no.
I was going to edit that out, but thank you.
Don't you dare edit it out now.
I would probably, I'd say unlimited high-speed Wi-Fi for free.
Oh,
that's a good one.
That just seems like it should be the first company that does that. I feel like you earn. Oh, they must make so much money off of it right now, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, I couldn't believe on that flight they charged by the hour.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, now let me hear. I'll give you a would you rather, too. I know we're staying here a little long.
That's all right.
Whatever. Here's your would you rather, because I know you don't like long flights. So would you rather do one 10-hour flight, okay? It's a 10-hour straight, or 10 one-hour flights where you deboard, sit down, get back on the plane. It's not a long layover.
Let's say it's 8.
Okay, it's
so
8.
You can save 2 hours, but you have to deal with the...
Well, he doesn't save nothing. I just want to know if your anxiety benefits or whatever, you're discontent with the long flight. Would you rather take 8 separate flights?
Give me the connections.
Yes. Really?
Wow.
That's
crazy.
That's what I mean. That's what I wanted to learn about you.
I've learned that you're an insane person.
So what is it that...
That's the worst part. The takeoff and the landing are the worst parts.
That's why nonstops sell for more money, because most people aren't Borland. They want to go straight there, point A to point B. You want to get off. You want the duty-free shops in every city.
No, I just don't like long flights. I like to get out, stretch the legs.
You know you can stand up and like go to the bathroom.
I get that, but the takeoff and the landing, they keep me occupied and interested enough. I get so bored sitting there. So.
Interesting.
Wow.
I know for a fact I'll say 2 things that happened on this trip, and I have to reveal about Borland. Number 1, he had to pee so bad when he got onto the flight and never got up because the woman next to him had a 3-course meal and then fell asleep, and he was stuck for 3.5 hours.
Oh, I'm sorry, lady. You're waking up. I got to go.
The second thing, because he's so polite and so kind.
That's so funny.
The second thing he did, which was even more impressive, is we were stranded for 2 days in Chicago. Then we got a 2-flight connection back to Phoenix, and right before the first flight, he goes, you know what? I might get hungry on this flight. I might get hungry. I need to go get something. He goes and buys, and I'm talking a very large dinner plate size.
Very fancy.
Very fancy, large dinner plate size salad in a plastic container.
This was like a feta and apple or something.
Yeah, this was $39.95, no doubt. So he goes and buys this salad. Well, the first flight goes by. He doesn't eat his salad. Now, why didn't you eat the salad?
It was a fairly early flight, so I bought it more for lunchtime, but I just never got hungry on the first flight.
Holds the salad, It's getting a little wilty now as he gets off of the first flight. Holds the salad through. He's got
the box is all beat up and damaged and bent.
I made some joke about taking it off his hands or throwing it out for him. He's like, no, I'm going to eat on this flight. Gets on the second flight. Flies the whole second flight. Did you eat the salad?
I did, but not till after we landed.
He never.
It was such a large salad.
Did you take it
home?
home?
I didn't have the elbow
did.
room. No, I did not take it home. I ate it while I was going to the baggage claim.
What, did you eat it on the train?
Yeah.
So you got a salad in one city.
You ate a salad on a train.
In one city, and then
Yeah,
6 hours
Dr.
later,
Seuss-ish,
ate the
yeah.
salad at the baggage claim. All right. That
Wow.
was a
That's
surprising
wild
distraction.
stuff.
So that's what we were enjoying. I'm sure everybody has an airport story. And
Oh, yes.
Most of them, all of them probably suck. You can find us on Twitter at Spitballers Pod. How did it taste? Was it pretty good?
No, it tasted 8 hours old.
It's so
But it
great.
was expensive, as you noted, so I couldn't
That's
let it
why
go to
you
waste.
kept it through. Spitballerspod.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can watch the show, youtube.com//Spitballers.
You got to be careful with that spelling.
Yeah, be careful. Thank you so much for your reviews and support of this show. We've got a lot of good stuff coming for Spitwads out there. Here is one of your kind reviews.
Reviewosaurus Rex.
This one comes in from ZKR. Movie Monday, 5 stars. Thank you, Mike. ZKR, smiley face.
Thank you.
The feeling I get from this show is probably equivalent to the way the employees of Dunder Mifflin felt when Michael Scott instated Movie Mondays. I can't wait to listen at work as I take my first sip of delicious coffee in the morning. What an outstanding combo. Perfect rebranding for Monday. Here's to many more hilarious episodes.
Here, ZKR smiley face emoticon.
We did want to rebrand Monday, right?
Yes.
We wanted you to look forward to Monday.
Mondays
now,
are the worst.
don't drive off the road and crash into pedestrians because of how funny Jason is.
That's a solid point. We found out 2 weeks ago that when I blew my knee out sitting, someone listening to the show who found it just outrageous
Just a little too funny.
ran into a bicycler.
Now, we understand everybody is safe.
Yes, this is so it's okay.
It does seem as though he
They're
was
actually-
proud of it because he told us about it. He was not ashamed.
They're dating now. That's what I hear.
Congratulations.
Yeah, what do they call it?
We're bringing people
Kismet?
together.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your review. We appreciate it. Helps the show. Let's get into our first segment.
The Situation Room.
Oh, starting with a situation room. All right. You are approached by your local wizard.
Not just a wizard. Not just. I like that this is not just you're approached by a wizard. This is your
local
personal
wizard.
local wizard.
Everyone's got one.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He says that he will give you $1 million for every year of your life you are willing to trade away.
Oh, this is
How many
great.
years do you trade in?
Oh man.
So, Borland, do you get to relive those years?
No.
How does it work?
This is
what does he mean?
You die younger.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is all future.
Yeah.
So you get $1 million per year, but then does he tell you how long you're going to live? Or
No. This is a gamble you got to take.
So you just say I want one less than what I would get, and
Right.
and you don't know what you.
So if you say, hey, I'll take one less, then if you were going to die at 88, I die at 87, but I got $1 million bones. If I say, hey, I'm going to take that gamble, I'm going 10 years. I want $10 million. You know, if I was going to live to 97, oh no, I lived to 87, but I got 10 million. But if I were to live to, let's say,
36,
46, then I'm dead.
I was going to say there is a chance that
I've
you
lost.
say
What, is there a chance you drop dead
there is
immediately?
a chance because if you say 1 year, and you would have died in the next year. Now then again, you would have died in the next year. So
But you die instantly, and then there's just
Yes, $1
your
million
body
on your body. Just you're covered in
so
cash.
does your family inherit
because
it?
it drops from the ground, and you're actually killed by $1 million.
I want to believe that I would just say 1 year. But do I want to even give away 1 year?
That's
1
cowardly.
year. One
One-
year of not knowing my great-grandkids.
Oh, so you're saying maybe you take 0.
I think about it.
I'm taking a few years off. That's for sure.
I think about how many years I'm taking of it because it's not zero.
My children only got to know their great-grandparents for a handful of years.
I didn't know my great-grandparents at all.
I didn't
I'm
know
fine.
I didn't know my grandparents.
You want to know why you didn't know them, Mike? They were rich as heck. They traded 10 years.
They got visited by their local wizard.
They lived a good life. Sans you.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm envious.
So the local wizard comes by, makes you quite the offer.
I think so. I've got to be realistic. We've got to tailor this to myself. I don't think I'm going to make it to an extreme old age.
Okay.
Okay. I'm giving myself.
So you're probably not trading anything.
Oh, I'm trading. I'm trading. Look, whenever I go, those last few years are probably rough. So I'm just taking those years off. Let's say it's I'm going to say 66.
Okay.
That's what you think you'll live to?
Sure. And if I got to pay taxes on this.
You know, this is not tax.
Oh,
a wizard does not make you pay taxes. He gives you the money. He's like, hold on. I got your IRS
hold
forms
on.
right here.
He's a local wizard.
That's
Is this
true.
a municipality? I mean,
he's part of
I
your
might not,
city.
Now, this isn't a federal wizard. Maybe you only have to pay state taxes.
All right. Assuming I only have to pay state taxes, I need to make sure that I've got I want 2 at the end. So I'm taking 3.
So 3 years off.
3 years off. So 63 instead of 66 for my
Guess. For your best guess.
For my guess.
I didn't even know if I could trust this local wizard. He hasn't worked himself up to the national wizard level. Mike, what are you doing?
You see him on TV. It's like a local lawyer commercial.
That's
He's
right.
got a sweet jingle for his phone number. Call wizard.
Call 1-800-602-WIZARD.
I'm taking 5.
Really?
Yeah, heck yeah. I'll take $5 million.
See, this is a problem because now Mike has more money than me, and I'm going to be jealous of all the things he's buying. I think I just died a little younger.
I'm taking 1.
Man, you must hate your grandchildren.
Yeah. See, I feel like with 5, I have enough that I can do whatever I want to do, just for the rest of my. Because it's also 5 years shorter. So I don't have
you don't have an infinite time to spend this.
It's also a shorter amount of time, but I have enough money that you're talking this is generational money.
Now,
like
Borland,
$1 million, you couldn't just you could quit and never work again, but you wouldn't be.
Oh, I'd be through $1 million in like 2 months.
Yeah,
exactly. I want to hear
exactly.
I want to hear what the Spitwads think about this one in the comments too. What you would do, what the exchange would be. It's a very interesting question. Now, Borland, hopefully you've been clearing your throat over there for a while. How many would you take?
I'm going 7.
Oh, 7. Now, is that because you believe you were going to live to 110? And you're just dropping down to 103?
No, I just got to beat Mike.
Al Borland is not afraid of the tables.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
Not afraid of the tables. He needs that 7. All right, new situation.
He's going to make it 14.
I don't know if double down. He's going to come back. He's going to take 7 years, and then he'll be back to the local wizard in a couple months and be like, I need another 7 years.
It's like a payday loan.
Yeah,
you just keep taking off years.
Look, I'm going to need another 7 years. Sir, you're really cutting this one close. This next situation I don't believe involves any local wizards. You have been pulled into the universe of the last movie, show, or cartoon you watched. Do you survive? Will you be able to get out? And will you ever want to leave? So now you got to think of right here, right now, the last show, movie, or cartoon you watched.
I know what I watched. I had to figure it out. But we watched Transylvania 3 last night. The Transylvania series is
so good.
It's delightful.
When that first movie came out,
I don't think I've seen them.
I didn't like the look of the art.
I
thought
either.
it was so ugly that I was like, I don't want to see this. But it was such a funny movie. I love the whole series. It's great.
I mean, it's Sandler and Sandberg.
So what are you?
So what do you mean?
What monster would you be if you're pulled into that movie?
I got to be a monster in the movie.
You've got to be a character in that movie.
Oh, a character, or just I get to like pick a monster?
Pick a monster.
Ooh. I mean, I think being Frankenstein's monster.
You are so Frankenstein.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad. You're
emotion. You don't show a lot of emotion. You got
giant head. Frankenstein's got a huge
At least I would have a reason for it.
That's right.
Yes, that's true.
At least you were lab built.
So mine is unfortunately like as it's I might as well have watched the Andy Griffith Show. It was Designated Survivor. So I'm just in America.
Wait, but were you in the first part of the
It's
show where
like-
everyone gets wiped out?
I sure hope no, because I was watching the last season. So it's like this is like being in the West Wing. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Great.
maybe I work at the White House.
Yeah,
And
but your scenario has a lot more Kiefer Sutherland, doesn't it?
it does, which is great because he's
He's like known as a wonderful person.
well. The nice thing is I get the character,
Okay.
and his character.
Oh, wait, you're
It's
Kiefer?
good. Oh, can I
Do you-
be president?
Do you turn into Kiefer?
This is twice in a row that
you're
I've been able to be the president.
Jason, you're the president, but you're also 5'2" now.
I accept.
Is that how tall Kiefer Sutherland
I don't
is?
know.
I accept.
I-
Now it's me and Al Borland are the
looking
same
it up.
height.
No wonder he's so angry. I was the last show I watched was a show called.
He's 5'9".
It was the show Yellowstone with Kevin Costner, where they're way up in the Montana plains, and they have to be cowboys, and they rough it out there. And I would, if I knew that was my life, I would change my deal with the local wizard, and I would take about 50 million.
That was a rough life.
You don't
Because
wanna live it?
I'd die. I would just a grizzly, or the cold, or hard work would kill me.
Also,
One of those things.
I'm never leaving. If I'm in the world of Transylvania,
You had the best draw here.
I'm never leaving. I mean, I get to be a monster. We hang out live at a hotel. So,
None of them have jobs.
well, Dracula has a job. He's the one who has to take care
That's
of
true.
while his friends are just freeloaders, staying whenever they want. Can you imagine living at a hotel for free?
That'd be excellent because hotel
And it's
living.
like it's a high class hotel.
Hotel living is great. It's just expensive.
You're like, what should I do with this towel? I just dried my body. Should I hang this thing up? Nah.
Yeah.
Throw it on the floor just in a ball.
Hotel life and living is such a weird. It betrays all of your everything
Yes.
you learned as a child, or you try to respect at home. I mean, we had 3 times we went back to the hotel that we thought we were going home, and it's all been redone each time. And then I'm just like, do I just set my trash over? Oh, I'm just gonna set it there.
And you can pick up the telephone and say, "Bring me food."
Oh, and they're so nice.
I know.
They were so nice at this hotel.
I want towel animals every time I come back into the room. Fold the towels.
Have
into
you
little
experienced
animals.
that?
I have.
I've never been to a place that did the towel animal.
You're not living.
I've gotten a mint.
That's nothing.
Oh, clearly
Talk to
not
me when
compared
you get towel animals.
What animal was it?
Oh, it's a different one every time. I got
What?
an elephant. I got a monkey. I got a swan. It was unbelievable.
How? Wait,
Towel
Were
animal
you
life.
tipping? Do you have to tip for that? Because the tip life is.
Well, the tip comes after the trip, and yes, I did tip.
how does someone like you're working the? I mean, that's a rough job, right? You're being the house service. I mean, a day in and day out in the grind. But somewhere along the line, you picked up towel origami.
Yes, they
That's
were
so interesting.
They were trained in the fine
Or is there
art.
is there a person who's hired? That's their only job at the hotel.
It could be because here's the thing. Here's what was incredible. You'd leave the room. Nobody sees me leave this room. Okay, I leave the room. I go. You know, a little. I feel like I get 50 yards away. I forgot my wallet. I gotta go back. There's a towel animal. Where did this when did this
So
person?
they're also ninjas.
They are ninjas giving me towel art.
All right, you guys ready to move on?
Yeah.
Would you rather?
All right, our first would you rather question of the day. Let's go to Aaron from Instagram. Would you rather always have to listen to music at full volume or always have to listen to music on the lowest volume?
Oh man.
Lowest volume is not silent. That's like,
No, you can. It's still audible.
I know Mike likes.
Don't you dare. The problem is not the low volume.
It's the whisper sound.
It's all the lip smacking and disgustingness.
Mm.
You weirdos.
I feel like I don't have the best hearing right now. So I believe I would have to destroy it further to ensure that I could still hear it. You know what I mean? And that's the problem is this is not going to be helpful.
I hate being at the age where I don't know whether it's not loud enough or if I could somehow be getting like hearing problems because I constantly can't hear stuff on TV anymore. I always
That's
need to
a
be
hearing
turning
problem.
Need to be turning it up. What? How is that a hearing? Couldn't it be too low?
Because if you constantly can't hear the things on TV, you know that the TV, like the producers of the show, are not making it so that everyone can't hear all the different shows and channels.
Well, what if it's? What if I always just need to turn it a little louder?
Oh, you're saying maybe the you problem is that you don't know the proper volume to put your TV
I don't know
at?
what the default volume. But you guys know, channel to channel, it changes so much.
That's true. I'll allow it. Did you guys ever
Full
have
volume? I wouldn't be able to hear everything. Would blow my ears out, and then in a couple days, I'd be hearing everything at low volume because I don't have any hearing.
I had a very specific moment where this happened, so I want to see if this. It could be just me, where you have a life reflection moment where I was driving. A song from my youth came on, and I wanted to, I'm like, I'm going for it. I'm going to have a good time on drive. I'm going to turn the volume on this thing up, and I cranked the music, and I endured about 20 seconds. I was like, this is just too loud. So I had the moment where I realized
You wanted to jam out.
where I'm now the old guy, and I want my music at a nice, respectable volume instead of being when I was a teenager. Man, that thing was. I was rocking. That music was maxed out. Did you ever experience this?
Yeah.
Or did it just happen?
Yeah. Someday you're going to look in the mirror. You're going to be like, look at that hippie with them tattoos.
Because hippies get tattoos.
Well, yes, that's correct.
Yeah, I'm going to go full volume, and also for my wife's sake, because she can't hear anything.
Oh, yes.
We're usually cranking that TV up to the max
So did
capacity.
she have hearing deficit problems, you think?
Hearing deficit problems? I believe she does. But it's okay because we now have to listen to everything on max volume.
Would you rather, asks Zach from Twitter, would you rather have to eat the same meal each and every day or never be able to eat the same thing twice in an entire year? I feel like we had a similar question to this at one point.
Would you rather have to eat the same meal every day or never be able to eat the same thing twice a year? Man. So
I think I would run out of things that I like very quickly. Or wait, is pepperoni pizza different than cheese pizza?
sure.
Okay.
But that just means that means you can't eat that more than those items. What would that be? 4 total times in a year.
Right, but
2
now
cheese,
I got
2 pepperonis.
Okay, 2 sausage, 2 ham.
Oh.
You see what I mean?
Oh, I see what
Pizza's
you're
pizza,
doing.
man.
I'm eating pizza every day.
Oh,
Pizza's pizza.
Pizza's pizza. That counts as
No
one.
hacking. You got to take the full brunt of your choice.
Do I have to prepare this
Whoa,
meal?
hold on. Borland's going to get caught in a trap here.
Okay.
Because if pizza's pizza, then that means if I have to eat the same thing every day, I can have a cheese, I can have a pepperoni, I can have a sausage, and I'm eating the same thing every day. It's just pizza. I can have breakfast
No, that's
pizza.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, you could have
Yeah.
pizza every day.
That will get old.
That I will have
That will
There's
get old.
diarrhea.
You want to know why? That's what I was going to say. That will get old quickly when the reflux issues you begin to suffer from happen within day one. If I eat pizza as every meal in one day,
Oh, it's not good.
it's
Oh, man.
not
The
good.
joke's on you. I already have reflux every day. No problem. Give me pizza day in, day out. I'm taking the same meal, which will be a different meal. Thank you, Mr. Borland.
I guess I got to eat something different every day.
But every day of the whole year, I don't like that many things.
That's what the problem is.
I don't like nearly that many things.
But maybe, if you're forced to actually eat
And that
something
means,
new,
like-
I will find some new things
I will
like.
lose a lot of weight
Hold on.
that way. I will, because I'll skip meals or not eat as much. If
Burger.
you don't like it, you don't eat it all.
Burger,
Right.
pizza, steak. I'm out of food. Like what? What? Okay, lasagna and spaghetti.
Ah, come on. Mexican food?
Okay, burritos, tacos,
All of them.
enchiladas.
You like all of them.
Sure, I'm just like I think there's like 20 foods that I know of. Like if we're saying a pizza is all one thing, I don't know that I can get past 25 on total. You got to go to what's a half a year like
Half of 365.
exactly. So you know like around
what number is it?
175 somewhere
This
around
happens
there.
at the gym every time.
No.
Because at the gym, instead of our trainer deciding to tell Jason
What
to go
weights-
pick up 240s, he'll say, Jason,
pick up
two
two dumbbells that equal a third of your weight. And then, but he doesn't do this like
What
after.
is this? What is this? The brain gym?
He doesn't do this after stretching. He does this after I'm already depleted and can't think or move. And then he's like, do this math. And I'm like, and then I end up with 80-pound dumbbells.
Working out a mental sweat.
Yes.
Man. Yeah, I feel like our bodies are just wired. Even if you get the best thing, the most delicious thing, 100% of the time, you grow old. Right? It grows old on you.
You do grow old no matter what you eat. That is a fact, Andy.
All right. Would you rather get one free item every year worth $100,000 or one free item every day, but it has to cost less than $150? So
right.
Here's the brain gym again.
No, I couldn't do that one that quick. So I checked the calculator. That you're talking $54,750 is your total value.
But you get something new every day.
Yes.
But it costs less than $150. You never get, like...
There's not a lot of things that cost $100,000. Like, I'm getting a fancy car.
Sure,
like,
but do you get to pick?
No,
or does this item just show up like...
You get a painting.
Like for us, they're like, here's your jet ski.
Well, you could
enjoy
sell
doing
it.
nothing with this.
Well, a jet ski's not $100,000, Mike.
There probably could be.
Here's your
There
boat.
probably isn't. Could be. The most expensive jet ski is probably $15,000 or something like that. Borland.
Look it up.
Jetski.com. I'm gonna find it.
So here's something that I've learned about myself.
Uh huh.
You know the 5 love languages. You
Yes.
two familiar with
Yes,
this?
I'm
If
very
you're out
familiar.
there, you don't know. There's this book, The 5 Love Languages, great for relationships. Kind of, it teaches you that different people, what speaks to them in a loving way are different. Some people it's words of affirmation or physical touch or gifts or acts of service, things like that. And for me, there were two, like I'm all acts of service, but gift giving and gift receiving is like that doesn't exist in my mind, in my heart. I don't like things.
It's so baffling to me.
It's the gifts. It's not the physical objects. I just thought you weren't a collector.
No, I'm not a collect. I just don't care about things. So usually like Christmas or Father's Day or I honestly I hate opening
You
things.
hate opening presents?
Yeah, because I'm like
Because you're afraid of being like...
Because I already know I don't care. Like, I already know I don't care about what you got
That's
me.
so rude.
I know it is, and I don't want to be rude. So I'm always like, I don't want to open this thing. I got to put on this face. Thank goodness I'm just an amazing actor. But
That's so sad.
but there's like anxiety that I have over opening gifts. But I love me some really nice gifts. Like Tiff, my wife, she's always like, "What do you want for, your birthday?" And I'm like, I don't want a mug. I don't want whatever.
So you tell her that, but then she keeps buying
Tesla.
you gifts, right?
You know what I mean? Like, I want a Tesla. I want a
Happy birthday, Jason.
I want like some, 200-inch drop-down projector screen. Like, those are things I'm like, this is cool. So I'm taking the $100,000 gift every year. You can keep your whatever, your fancy pair of jeans.
Now, if somebody else's love language is gift giving,
that's a problem.
then you have to...
I stretch myself for them.
Okay.
That's why you got to read the book. That's
Yes.
how you can communicate.
Absolutely.
I think I'm taking the big thing at $100,000. I'm going to take the cool item, even though it's totally a gamble. It's a once-a-year gamble. You could get something that is absolutely useless to you.
Yeah, you could sell it. I mean, it's pretty valuable.
Then you got to sell it.
Sure, but I mean, if I get a really nice $100,000
Mike is
painting,
really into those subscriber boxes.
Yeah, the loot boxes.
The monthly box. So getting something...
Oh, and they're like 95% of the time, too, they are just full of absolute crap.
Yeah, do you
and
keep
garbage.
any of that stuff?
Some of it.
Sometimes you bring it here.
Yeah,
Stop it.
Sometimes I bring it here. Sometimes I give it to the kids. And my wife hates when I give it to the kids because we're trying to declutter the house. Meanwhile, I have this addiction problem where I love presents.
And boxes
So
and
the
showing
loot
up.
crate is a present to me every month.
And a poison.
But then I'm Jason. I open up. I go, meh. This is hey kids.
Do you ever see the episode of Everybody Loves Raymond where he gets his parents the Fruit of the Month Club and they get overwhelmed with the amount of fruit that is constantly coming and beg him, like, Raymond, please stop it. Stop all this fruit. Whatever you did, what do we do to deserve all this? It's pretty funny.
I also like Jason's, you could just sell it. Do you realize that there is there is danger that comes in selling an item that costs $100,000.
Like the Russian mob might.
Yes. You might
Oh.
knock. Hello.
Hello.
It's me, Mr. B.
I understand you get $100,000 every week.
Yeah.
Every year,
you're
Mr.
dead.
B. I'm not dead. Danger's my middle name. Bring it on.
You will have a lot of crap if you get $150 worth of stuff every day.
Yeah, it's
Oh
You
my
will
gosh.
have so much crap.
Your house will be overflowed. Your wife's going to be so upset,
yes,
Mike.
yes, she
You can
will.
give it to your kids. All right, let's move on.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, this draft suggestion came in from Matt on the website spitballerspod.com. We appreciate each and every one of your draft suggestions, your ideas for segments, would you rather, great questions, all of that. This one comes from Matt. He says it is a time travel draft. You are sent back in time 100 years, which would be the year 1919 as of this recording, and you are able to bring with you 4 items. What do you bring? Are these items we have already? Are these any items that exist on the earth, Borland? Like, how does this...
I think it's any item. Like, if I wanted to
But
bring
if
back...
I said $10 million, can I bring it back?
You have
that
$10
doesn't-
million.
Well, he
think-
just said any item.
I think it's
so,
within reason. Like, do people have this? You know what I mean? Like, do normal people have this? Because, like, if I wanted to bring back a spear, obviously, to protect myself, great pick. I don't currently own a spear, so then it would be like, I should be allowed to bring a spear back with me, right?
Okay, yeah.
So within reason, I think we can all agree that, you know, if this is an easy to procure item or someone
This draft is not going to
we
go well.
know has it, I think that should be allowed.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on in 1919.
to prepare yourself?
Yeah, so the First World War is just recently ended. Mussolini has established the fascist party. Great news. Shout out to fascist nation.
I'm going to bring back democracy.
Well, we still had, dude. What do you bring to 1919?
Well, you certainly wouldn't bring, like, a computer. You got no internet. You got nobody servicing anything, no software. There's no way that you'd be able to – that would do you no good, right?
Did they have calculators back then?
Well, you could be you bring it back as the inventor.
Dude, if you brought a calculator back, you'd be the smartest guy around.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Solar-powered calculator. You just go around and you say, hey, ask me a math question.
So you just want to be
It'd be awesome.
You just want to be popular in 1919?
Did they have electricity back then? I mean, yes, no, I know they did, but like, I don't know. I'm bringing $100.
Just $100.
I'm just bringing $100.
Now, what's $100? Do they have one of those interest
I'm sure they have an inflation
calculator?
Yeah, I'll figure that out.
And
Because
what-
look, I don't mean to brag. I could find a way to get $100 back,
Oh, someone thinks highly of themselves.
which is the equivalent to $1,450.
Oh, you're rich.
so Mike,
So Mike is bringing back
Mike brought
$1,000.
the number one pick in the draft was how much, Mike? $1,051.
$1,451.
$51.
So let's let's
First-
say you fill your bag and you put that $100 in there. Let's say when you go through the time machine, it shows up and it's $1,451.
I'm pretty sure I can buy at least 5 homes with that much money in 1919.
Wow, I guess that's true.
All right, now I'm done. Good luck. What are you bringing, Jason?
Okay, I know mine.
What?
I'm bringing me a horse. Yeah! Take that, everybody.
Do you know how many horses I can buy with my $1,000?
Oh, you can't buy my horse because I brought him back and he's not for sale. I'm bringing back the biggest, strongest, most loyal horse around. Look.
Now, is that going to serve you well? I mean, cars are around in 1919.
Wait.
When
are
did
they-
the Model T start?
Yeah.
Oh,
When did,
cars. I feel like cars are the turn of the century.
were
they
Cars
not?
existed, but you got to have
But-
like
but-
100 future dollars to buy one of those. So I'm gonna stick with my horse. Look, I'm going based on Red Dead.
The Model T was sold by the Ford Motor Company from 1908 to 1927.
Yeah, that's this.
So not only is it available,
It's at the end of its run.
It's peaking. So
Well-
the Model T's around.
that's fine, but try to go off road like I can. Okay, my horse can go anywhere I want it to go.
Wait, just to be clear, if I was to hypothetically use my next pick on $200, I'd be in way better shape than Mike, right?
You would be in better shape, but I think money's been taken.
So you say money.
I guess.
No, he says $100, but nobody else can take money.
And you're taking a horse back.
I'm taking a horse because I'm living this draft based on Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, I know that I'm about 20 years early in that world, but I'm thinking about that world, and I can't be in there without my horse.
That's true.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, look, there's a level of preparation that you feel like you need to bring to the table, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you go back in time.
Why did we pick 1919?
I feel like
I don't know anything about it.
It feels like it's not quite old enough to be the Wild West. Like if you were going back there,
it's definitely not
in that time. All right, I'm bringing back a Tesla. That's my pick.
Good luck charging that thing.
Yeah, it's not solar.
So you have a car.
He's going to have an awesome week.
It's great. You get to go 300 miles.
Once.
One time. So
is there really nowhere I could possibly plug in?
Not to power that thing.
Where are you going to charge this thing?
I wanted to be both cool and practical.
Hold on. Was Tesla even alive in 1919? When did he live?
Wait.
Oh, the Tesla.
Yeah, you could show him.
I'm not bringing it back for
he
him.
He was alive. Well, but just saying the irony of you going back in time saying, here's a car named after you, good sir. So maybe you could bring him the car and he could figure out how to power it.
Oh gosh, this is a real Marty McFly went back to the 1800s. No way to get up to 1800,
exactly
88 miles an hour because there's no gas.
Exactly.
So
but you want to know what's not going to run out of juice?
What?
My horse. My horse be galloping when you're
I will use 300 miles of my range to run your horse over. I will 100% ruin this for you. I got to take a second.
Yes.
I think what I'll do is I'll revolutionize my own self-defense and potentially, my country's, and bring back a.
What weapons don't they have, Andy?
Well, now I'm very worried that I will make another.
I can't wait.
Mistake level pick
a
here.
lightsaber.
You can't bring. You don't. Well, I guess you can bring a plastic toy back. Yeah. Sure.
I was going to bring back like a very modern assault rifle. I thought that would do well for both power for myself.
I mean, it's World War I. They've got machine guns, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
great.
Whose idea was this draft?
Can we go back another 100 years and start the draft over? Can we start the draft over 100 years earlier?
I love where this draft is at.
Because this 1919 is like apparently now. You've got everything.
No. See, if you didn't take that, I know what my next pick is.
So you would have taken a weapon.
Oh, yeah, but I would have taken a 6-shooter. I'm going for the time.
Well, I will let you take a 6-shooter if you want, but I'll stick with my assault rifle. I'm thinking of survival in this time. I'm thinking of prestige. I'm thinking of what I need. I figured a fast car that would get me around. Apparently, I've really got to. Now, Mike, does it lose battery life? You have a Tesla. It loses battery life just sitting there, though. It's not like I have 300 miles to just use up anytime I want, because that would be okay.
Yeah, your Model 3 will run out of battery eventually.
Great.
Yeah,
this is the dumbest.
I'm going there.
Because I thought when I first saw this, I thought Wild West. Then I'm realizing as I'm doing this, this is not Wild West.
It's not.
How do you prepare for the Depression?
By bringing Tesla? $100. Thank you.
All right, so
draft is done. I win.
I'm on the clock. Andy's taking the assault rifle. Now this is shifted to how can we survive the Great Depression. I am bringing
can of beans.
I am bringing a stock almanac, my friends.
Oh,
the stock market is alive and well. I don't need your $100.
Did you say it's alive and well? Do you understand?
For another 10 years, it is.
I was going to say, do you understand what? So you're going to
I know that I'm going to sell right before the Great Depression, my friends, and I'm going to watch everybody else having a real bad day while I go, I'm going to cause the Great Depression
I'm going to give you
with my sell of all my stocks.
Maybe you did.
Maybe I will.
How are you affording all these stocks, Jason?
Oh, just look, doubling my money. I'm not afraid of the tables.
You don't have any money.
I'll sell my horse. I'll sell my horse.
I feel like I could give Jason like 1 calendar year to find a stock almanac anywhere, and he would not be able to find it.
Do they have Do we seriously have a record of that somewhere?
I'm sure there is.
I don't
Look,
know.
he could easily say he could just bring back the history of the stock market, and that's a really good pick.
Yeah, there you go.
It's worth a lot more than $100.
But I want to see like evidence that there is an item that actually shows you what stocks were penny stocks and then rose in 1919.
Look, Mike, all I know
I think
is
it's a very strategic and smart pick.
with our powers combined, your initial funding and my knowledge, we're going to live it up. And I will buy more horses, and nobody can stop me from being an equestrian.
I'm going to have to waste a pick on an electrical outlet or something, aren't I?
Probably.
Well, that infers that I have picked two things. You thinking that you get to make another draft pick means that I have somehow picked something, and I have two picks.
Yes, you do.
And I have literally zero ideas of what to bring back.
Well,
Actually, no.
just
I
be
take
real,
that back.
Top of the head, you're going back tomorrow. What do you bring?
You got to decide.
You're going back tomorrow. You don't have to be real practical. You don't have to be real smart, obviously.
I have to figure out how to – oh, I got a great idea.
Okay.
I'm bringing back a top-of-the-line, absolute best moonshine recipe because the 1920s, that's when bootlegging was at its finest, and now I'm making money.
You see that guy with $100 in that moonshine recipe?
I am going to need to borrow your car.
So Mike is worried.
We're working together to survive the 20s.
Mike is worried about me being safe selling $100,000 items, but he wants to live on the black market creating and selling moonshine.
That is
Pretty sure that
correct.
was not safe.
That is absolutely correct.
If you went back in time tomorrow, man, there are some bare necessities of life that I think we're forgetting about. That's
for
all I'm going
sure.
to say.
For sure.
What, like food?
I don't know what the toilet paper situation was back then.
Charmin Ultra.
I think what is the opposite of Charmin Ultra?
Uh,
I think it was just like the equivalent
one
of
ply.
No, it was leather.
No, I can tell you
Leather
right,
hides.
Reusable leather?
Leather's
Wait,
No, not reusable. It's just
you can't afford a strip of leather to wipe your butt every single time? What are you, a fancy man over there?
I really don't understand how people lived back then. It's not necessarily 1919, but like 200 or 300 years ago.
You know what's so funny
I just would have died.
in 1919 they thought they were
Oh my
living
gosh, I have my next pick.
in the most modern of the world. You know, the world had never been so industrial and modern as it was in 1919, and now we look back and think, how did they wipe their
Revolution and they didn't care about wiping their butts. They cared about food on the table in 1919.
They cared about staying alive.
Well, I finally feel like I know I can make up for my poor picks, but I've got to wait a little while, Mike.
Oh, well, there's 0% chance I'm going to take what you're talking about. How does one stop drought?
Stop drought?
You
Water?
get the rain to happen.
Yeah,
Mike.
is there any other way you can – because now I'm trying to –
I think that scientists have not yet
You think it was way worse in 1919 than it was.
No, that's when – look, I'm looking things up, so it's reminding me that was the Dust Bowl. I mean, that was a huge part of the Great Depression is because Central America – or the middle of the U.S., like all the farming went
Right, they
kaput.
couldn't grow anything, right?
Yeah. How do I'm trying to figure out how to
Clearly
be a man of
with
the
an
people.
assault rifle. That's the key to living.
So was there something I could do to prepare these people and prepare their land? Like were they
I don't think you're going to be able to bring back a physical object.
Can I
that's
bring
gonna
back a
solve-
cloud?
No, you
A
can't.
rain cloud?
Well, you can do that if you can actually bring a cloud anywhere else, Mike.
Ever. Can you bring a cloud anywhere right now? Let's say if you want to bring one up the street.
Right. I would like to see your cloud right now, Mike.
There are science experiments you can do where you grow clouds.
You could do them back then.
That can't be a thing.
Of course it's a thing.
You can grow clouds?
You're trying.
Yeah, we know how clouds are formed in the
You're
sky,
trying
so we can make them.
You're trying to solve all the problems that you think exist in 1919.
Yes.
But if you had to go back tomorrow,
The problem is you live there.
If you knew you woke up, like you went to sleep tonight and you woke up in a bed and then it's 1919 and you looked around, what would you want with you? What would you need
Pants.
with you?
So you think it's Terminator style, you show up nude.
And you can't buy pants in 1919.
Not with his $100.
What is your team so far?
$100 a moonshine recipe.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard.
That's the best part of this.
You believe going back in time?
The best part of this draft will be people who didn't listen to the episode. They just see the poll and are voting for it.
What draft? We should almost post name this draft because it's not going to. You have $100 on a moonshine recipe. I have a Model 3 and an assault rifle.
What are
Jason
you
has a horse and a stock almanac because he's the most reasonable person here.
The best part is we didn't even bring up the fact that, like, you know how money is always changing and evolving and being more safe. If someone brought future money,
my $100 is not going to do anything.
Yes, nobody's taking
counterfeit
that
money.
It's like if someone from the future brought us money, it's like that's no good here. That's not currency.
Oh my gosh!
So you brought nothing in a moonshine
You
recipe.
bought $100 in a moonshine recipe, and you woke up and you've got to live in 1919.
I'm bringing farming equipment.
Okay.
That's my pick.
I
am bringing farming
so you're
equipment.
planning for the long haul in this situation.
Yeah, I guess. You got to grow your own food back then.
With $100, you can buy some seeds, and you can take the moonshine recipe and drink yourself to death.
No. A true pro does not use the product. Haven't you seen the movies?
Yeah, I've seen the movies. All right, your team's crazy. Jason, you have a horse and a stock almanac, so you've got your money taken care of, your transportation taken care of.
Yeah,
You've had some time to think.
I've had a lot of time to think about nothing, and so that's what I've done. But here's what I think I'm going to bring back, because I live my life in flip-flops. I have flip-flops on right now.
They don't exist back
It's
then.
not going to work in the Dust Bowl.
And it's not going to work in the Dust Bowl. It's not going to work in the 1990s. It's not going to work hopping onto my horse. So I am taking me back some snakeskin boots.
Oh, all right.
He's just building his character from the game.
You're darn right I am. And I'm going to get some hair tonic. So, yeah, I'm taking back some snakeskin boots.
Because definitely your 1919 and 1850s are confused right now.
That's fine. I'm going to be awesome in my snakeskin boots on my horse with all my rich money from the stock market. I'll be whatever I want to be.
All right, I'm going to I'm going to have to fix my Model 3 situation. But my next pick, I'm taking back some antibiotics.
Okay.
I'm taking back some medicine with me. Because I could show up with my cool assault rifle and my Tesla, but catch a little cold and be done for. Because I've always said I wouldn't have made it in the Oregon Trail days anyway. And antibiotics, they didn't come around for a while.
Oh, I'm looking 1928. It appears.
So yeah,
Alexander Fleming.
yeah. I've got 8 years to survive till Fleming gets this thing off the ground. I could help him along. Probably did.
Wow.
Probably did.
Yeah.
So antibiotics makes tons of sense to me. Got to bring that back.
That's not bad.
And then I don't think I'm going to be really content with my living back then. We're talking about outhouses. We're talking about can I bring a modern home with me?
How are you bringing
How can
a modern?
you possibly bring a home?
How much of a home can you lift up?
It's like bringing a cloud. Like, Andy, bring me your home.
I'm searching for cloud machines.
That's really a not fruitful search, Mike.
Why? Why are you searching for cloud machines?
Mike believes there's a world of people carrying clouds around. I don't know where we're going.
Apparently, there's like.
All right, you got to bring 4 items with you. Well, then I need to bring a complete solar power system. It's going to help me in the house with electricity. Nobody's ever, not many houses are going to be fully wired up. I can live wherever I need to with my assault rifle. I am safe. The reason I took that is I just thought, look, it's a rougher time. People are going to come after me when they see my spaceship.
Andy, how much do you know about repairing solar panels?
I have no plans of letting this thing get hurt. I will protect it with my life.
Or with your assault rifle. Oh, no.
The solar-powered system will have a plug. I will plug my car into it. I will bring my gun with me everywhere. And I will have antibiotics for when things go south.
Now, how is this solar panel system, what's it hooking into?
It is a very simple system, Mike. They're very common. There's a couple of panels.
Uh-huh.
And then there's just like kind of like an AC outlet situation going on.
Ah, yes, of course.
Yeah, so.
That's
that makes tons of sense.
They have those. You can bring them camping. Borland, Can you confirm this?
They do.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can bring like a solar-powered
To not
battery.
charge a car.
Look, I don't care if it takes the car 6 months to charge. I'm willing. I'm trying to solve a couple problems. I'd have lights, probably.
So I'm on the clock now, right?
Sure.
Did you get? Yeah.
Yeah,
you got the
Yeah.
Tesla Model 3,
Yeah.
the assault rifle, the antibiotic
Oh
solar
my
power
gosh.
system.
This
Now,
is
real
the
quick,
wildest draft
real quick.
we've
here's
ever
what's-
done.
Here's what's insane. I just realized you drafted the Tesla Model 3?
I just drafted a Tesla.
Yeah.
Okay, because it says Tesla Model 3 in there. I didn't know. Did he actually specify that, Borland?
I think you just said car.
At one point, he said, "I have a Tesla Model 3." Yeah.
I was just visualizing the
If he
circumstances.
said it, that's what you got. Because I loved it.
What are you
like,
going to take the other version?
yeah, well, you could have
Take
any
a
of the
Model X?
Teslas.
You don't need a Model X. You got a horse.
Wait, he's looking for a place to live. The Model X would be a great place to crash. But anyways, look, I can go a bunch of different directions here, right? Do I want to go health? Do I want to go entertainment? Something back then. What can I bring to entertain me? But I look at what I've got right now.
Could bring back the lyrics to all the Beatles songs. Isn't there a movie coming out
Yeah,
about
there
that?
is, yeah.
That would be good. And likewise, I started racking my brain for okay, all right, what about an invention?
Yeah.
What's something that revolutionized the world
A laundry machine.
that I could bring back and deconstruct and use that to bring that invention into the world earlier? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I am going to bring back the patent. Okay, because that would be what shows me how for Velcro.
Okay, the patent for Velcro.
Yes.
I heard Borland audibly laugh
patent
in that situation.
For Velcro.
This is the
I'm going to
dumbest-
revolutionize the world.
I feel like if we had gone back in time 500 years, this would have been so easy. It would have been about survival. We went back 100 years, and we are destroying
Hold
this
up.
draft.
We are not leaving this. Okay, so you
Wait,
have the,
when was Velcro invented? I hope it
Velcro,
wasn't
I'm pretty
before.
sure was invented for space exploration.
Okay, good. That would not have been
But here's
before.
the, okay, so you have the patent.
Yes.
How do you then have the ability
Oh, that's easy, Mike. I have
to make Velcro?
I have so many connections from my rich stock market friends that I've made from my stock almanac that I'm now connected with business owners and the biggest brands, of which I know who's going to make it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right,
when
that's
did
true.
Johnson & Johnson start? Because I don't know if they started yet, but if they did, I'm all in.
But like, there's a series of events that needs to take place, advances in technology to get to the point where people can even make the Velcro.
Are you trying to make money still? Didn't your stock almanac get you enough money? You can literally bet on every right stock. The Velcro invention.
No.
Just want Velcro?
I just
You can
really
bring
want
Velcro.
I just want.
I
want
will
Velcro
allow
on
you
my-
to audit your draft pick to just Velcro if you so choose. You can do the patent, but then you got to manufacture.
That's
and
what
I
I'm
don't know
saying.
if I trust you to manufacture. So if you want to take, Mike, do you approve an adjustment? If he wants to just take Velcro, I'm
No,
okay with
I
it.
approve nothing.
I
You have the patent.
You can approve it, and I still would take my patent. I took the best pick. of the
Sir,
draft.
what is that? It's a piece of paper.
Also, I want to know how do you alter the patent for Velcro so that it shows that you are the owner? Like, if you're stealing the patent, it's already
Right.
done. It's got the name of who made Velcro.
That's very easy, Mike. I ripped that part out. This is paper. There are no other traces, no copies. I ripped that out.
So just
And-
before Mike makes his final pick, Jason's team, as it stands today,
It's good.
going back 100 times. This is, and now I will give us the incredible credit of saying, look, we didn't prepare these answers. You'll be surprised to know.
I know this will
we did
shock
not-
you.
We did not prepare these. Jason has a horse. He has a stock almanac, which I still am not sure if it exists, but we'll go with yeah. He has some snakeskin boots,
They're so fancy.
highly available in 1919 for some of the money, but just you want them from day
I
one.
wanted to show
Day
up
one.
with some hot snakeskin boots.
And then you have the patent for Velcro.
Jealous?
I have a Tesla. I have an assault rifle. I have antibiotics, and I have a solar power system because of the unfortunate circumstances that you guys showed for me.
And now,
Although,
keep
I will
in mind
say,
that
did
this
they
is-
have gas? I mean, was gas everywhere and plentiful then?
Not plentiful, no. I mean,
Okay.
the Model T is, so they're using gasoline of some sort.
I like that he brought back the solar power system, but the only thing that's going to possibly use that is the Tesla. Like,
Not
he doesn't
true.
have cell phones. He doesn't have anything. He's
I
plugging
can't
in.
plug anything in, huh?
Right, like you don't have a TV, so this is like it's just for your
you have
car.
one outlet.
Dang it. So
Oh
I
my
just
goodness.
And Mike's
nice
Mike's is
transportation,
worse
though.
than either of ours, though. He's got $100 from
He
the
still has
future that's worth
a
nothing.
pick to make.
Moonshine recipe. I guess farming equipment is at least sensible.
Yeah.
And what's his last pick, Mike? Make it a home run.
Well, I know he spent some time deciding on
I'm
a
taking back Sammy Sosa. I just love that guy.
Look, I need a best friend to help me farm. It's lonely out in those fields when you're by yourself.
He's still searching for cloud machines because he wants a cloud.
That is.
I'll be honest with
halfway
you, Mike.
correct.
If we could figure out cloud machines, I'm pretty sure that the climate of our
I don't
world
mean
right now would be remedied.
I
You're talking
don't-
about
no,
inventing
no.
new things.
I don't mean actual like. I'm making a cloud that goes in the sky. I'm just saying it's a tiny science experiment.
It's tiny?
But why would you want to bring back a
Is it
tiny
for your
cloud?
farm?
It's just for my own personal farm.
Just move where it
Bring
rains.
some water.
It rains.
Like, that's already if you're bringing this cloud.
I'm gonna
just so
run
you
out
can
of
get
water, Jason.
You're gonna run out
A
of
well.
that.
Bring a well.
Clouds evaporate.
All right, you got one pick left. Luckily, you have $100, some moonshine, and a farming equipment. You're built for the 1920s. They're coming in. The Depression's on the way.
We're bringing it on.
Your $100 will run out. I don't think you're going to make it 10 years on it. But you
maybe,
got one pick
maybe
left.
not. Maybe not. All right, I'm bringing. I'm trying to look at things that were like Jason. I'm trying to look at things that were invented later, and see if there's anything I can do with it. How well did Silly Putty sell?
Oh, gangbusters.
I mean, it's still around. Like kids still love Silly Putty, right?
Bringing back some jacks.
I mean, newspapers
cart
are
full of jacks.
Newspapers got to be a big thing in 1919, and what's
For sure.
better to go with a newspaper than some Silly Putty?
All right.
What about you? You
Bringing back Silly Putty.
All right.
Not the patent for it, just some Silly Putty. Just to play with and show off.
Well.
Check this out.
I will take Silly Putty because that's what I think of this draft and this draft idea. I tried to be like, hey, guys, we should probably discuss this before the show. No, we'll let it ride. We'll just do it on the show. So I will take Silly Putty.
I think we've
Take
done
a victory
great
lap.
job.
Yes.
So that is it for today's episode of the
Thank
Spitballers
you
podcast.
for joining the last episode ever of this podcast. Because it's not going to get worse. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time. Maybe. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.